Hallelujah. Happy Sunday. God bless you guys. I am Brianna Anderson. Super excited to be on with you guys tonight. Happy Sunday evening. I hope you guys are well rested. I hope you guys are having a phenomenal day as we are about to kick off a phenomenal week. I am super charged up. I am fired up. And guess what? I'm so excited. I got me some good rest over this weekend, and I am excited for the week ahead. Do me a favor, take a moment and share the broadcast. Let somebody know that we are on. I can't wait for you guys to tune in on tonight. Let me make sure I'm on. Let me check and make sure that I'm good. God bless you guys. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Let's talk building wealth. Let's talk credit. Let's talk business credit. Listen, let's talk finances. Let's talk business. Real big business. Oh my God, real big business. I was asleep and the Lord said big business. This is a year of real big business. You are about to do big business. God bless you. Happy Sunday. Make sure you grab your notepad and your pen, because note takers are money makers. And I'm going to give you guys a chance to hop on real fast before we get started on tonight's training, because let me tell you guys something. This free training is nothing compared to our paid training in Anderson's Wealth Academy. If you guys did not know, we launched Anderson Wealth Academy this month, and guess what? It has been fired up, but we are just getting started. Things are still being added to the portal. We are really just now taking off. And our first module was building a wealth builder's mindset. So do me a favor, wherever you are, take a moment and share the broadcast. Tag your name in. Let me see who you are and where you are coming in from this Sunday night. And do me a favor, if you are bold enough, type "I am here on behalf of my last name." And I am here on behalf of my last name. I'm here on behalf of the Anderson household. I'm here on behalf of the Anderson household. I'm here to learn. I got my pen. I got my notepad. I got my book. I'm ready to get started. I am here on behalf of who? Who are you here representing? Because you are the generational wealth builder. You are the one who have been called to build generational wealth for your family. And not only is that money, that is also knowledge. And so I don't know who you are, but you're on here tonight because there is something that you need to learn. There is something that you need to learn. There is something that you need to execute. Let me bring y'all a little closer. There is something that you need to execute. Shouts out to my childhood friend, Keontae Williams, for sponsoring my live tonight with his profit over popularity hat. I love this hat. Profit over popularity. You know, I'm going to talk tonight a little bit about where I come from, where I grew up at, because a lot of people ask me, Brianna, where did you come from? How did you learn all this stuff that you know? Where did you get all this stuff from? I want to share with you guys tonight how this is a season of big business. I want to share with you guys tonight how if you don't tap in right now and take control over your financial well-being, if you don't tap in right now and take control over whatever it is that you need to be doing to get yourself ready to go big. It is time to go big. I don't know who this is for tonight, but it's time for you to go big. This is why the demand has been upon you so much to get your house in order. Tonight, we're going to talk about getting your house in order, getting your financial house in order. I'm telling you, I'm here for the Anderson's household. I'm showing up tonight for the Anderson's household. God bless you guys, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. Listen, tonight we're going to talk about big business. Tonight we're going to talk about why now is the perfect time to get yourself in position, how you need to be excited. Listen, you need to be very excited. Oh, wait a minute. Why am I on? I'm on the wrong page. Hold on, y'all. Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. Hold on. No wonder I ain't see my generational wealth over poverty Facebook family popping on. I'm on the wrong thing. Hold on, y'all. Pause for a second. There we go. Okay. Boom. There we go. Let me give my group a little time to come in. I apologize, guys. I was on the wrong page. God bless you guys. I was on the wrong page. I was wondering what was going on. I had to get off quickly. I need to be on Brianna Anderson's. I need to be on the Generational Wealth Over Poverty Facebook page. Go say this with your dad, babe. I need to be on the Generational Wealth Over Poverty Facebook page and Brianna Anderson. So y'all do me a favor. Give my people a chance to hop back on here real fast. I apologize. I got to text my apostle and tell her I'm so sorry. I hit the wrong button by mistake. But listen, y'all come in. It's still good. Go back upstairs with your dad, babe. Go upstairs. Say, can you come get Zaria? I think I woke her up from her nap. But we got to do this live. Amen. So, amen. God bless you guys. Those of you who are joining from wherever you are joining from, happy Sunday, everybody. Happy Sunday, everybody. There we go. Shouts out to my Generational Wealth Over Poverty Facebook family. God bless you. I see you coming in. God bless you guys. All right. Maybe I should put my glasses on. That'll help, right? So tonight we're going to talk about doing big business. This is a season to do real big business. All right. This is a time to get our financial house in order. I don't care who you are or where you come from. Tonight, we are going to have a conversation about how to get your financial house in order. We're going to have a conversation on how you can tap yourself in with no education, with no degree, and literally tap in and build generational wealth. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. And build generational wealth. And listen, I don't know who this is for tonight, but if you are bold enough to type in who you are showing up for, all right, tap in who you are showing up for. I'm showing up for the Andersons household on tonight. I'm here to learn something for the Andersons household tonight. So if you will be bold enough to share your last name in the comments, let's just see who you are showing up for tonight. I see Aunt Latanza is here for the Woods family. I see Christina is here for the Lucas family. I see Sheila Reed is here for the Reed family. Come on. I see, let's see who else. I see Brandy is here for Patrice family. Davis is here for the Davis family. I'm telling y'all, it's going to be really good. So do me a favor. Let's get your pens and paper. I'm going to have a conversation tonight with you guys about why now is the time to build generational wealth. You know, I had a real good rest today. And as I was resting, I'm always up. I'm asleep, but I'm up. Like I'm in a deep sleep, but I'm still up. And the Lord was sharing with me about why right now is the perfect time for you to get yourself together and get your house in order, because literally we are in the middle of a transference of wealth. And there is so many things that are taking place behind the scenes as it relates to finances and building your business properly, as it relates to getting your financial house in order. There are a lot of things that are on the forecast that are coming towards us as it relates to financially being in proper position and testing us and testing our families financially. And therefore, we need to have our financial house in order. So tonight, I really want to have a conversation with you guys on how I started my whole passion on generational wealth, my whole passion as it relates to me even starting in the financial industry. Most of you guys know me. I'm in the financial industry. I'm in the business building industry, right? You guys know I'm in the wealth building industry. I'm a wealth motivator. I love to empower and impact people to change their financial lives. That's just my passion, and that's my heart as a ministry, that I know that I have been graced and called to break poverty off of people, period. And I do that by educating our people. I do that by educating the culture. And so one of the things that I was listening for over the weekend was all the things that are coming against those of us who are not high class or who are not will be considered the 1%ers. There's a lot of things that are coming towards us as it relates to the financial industry. Things are shifting right now. Things seem a little rocky right now in the surface, but there are a lot of things that we can do behind the scenes to prepare our household for wealth. All right. So tonight is all about getting your financial house in order. And my passion for generational wealth started when my relationship with wealth increased. You know, You can't really teach nothing. You can't really have a passion for nothing until your relationship and something increases. That's just like a marriage and a relationship and a friendship. You can't really have a marriage if there is no unity and you don't have a passion for that person. Love comes by way of when the relationship grows. And my passion for generational wealth and my passion for credit and helping families increase their credit, build their credit portfolio. It started when my relationship shifted and my relationship grew as it relates to the power of money. Now, there was a season in my life and my husband's life where we had to come all the way into total agreement. If you was on my Facebook Live last night, my pop-up live, I talked about being in alignment, and I talked about the subject, faith is going to do it in this season. There was a season in our lives where I didn't know anything that I knew right now. I was brand new to the financial industry. I absolutely didn't have a degree. I don't have a high school diploma, and I didn't know exactly what I was doing. All I knew is that I was a senior leader at one point in our church, and I saw so many people coming into the prayer lines because of their issue with money. And my passion for helping families grew at the heart of the altar. So a lot of times when people see me and they see my husband and we love to talk about wealth, our passion didn't come from just trying to build a big business and make money. That's a lot of people's perspective, and I don't go against that if that's what they want to do. But our passion started for helping families. A memory popped up. I love Facebook because memories popped up. A memory popped up from 2016 when I first started in Ambassadors Credit Consultants, and my introduction post was my heart. I am here. Ambassadors Credit Consultants is here to break poverty and help build generational wealth through credit building. And we were here to break poverty. We were here to break oppression as it relates to financial depression and oppression, because there is something called that, as it relates to building generational wealth. All of it came into together. And I'm telling you this for a reason. And if you're writing this down, take this down as a note. I see people all the time want to build wealth overnight. I see people all the time, and it can happen. I'm not saying it's not going to happen. It can really happen. But when you want to go fast, you go by yourself, right? You do things fast. You do get rich quick schemes super fast. But when you want to go far, you go together. And that together literally means you go with a plan. And so I'm always one to build plans. I am a huge planner. I want to plan. Let's plan. That's why I said tonight, you need to drop who you are showing up tonight for. Because if you are here tonight, you're not just showing up for yourself. Remember the goal. Shouts out to Keontae Williams. The goal is to profit over popularity. We have a primary assignment, and that assignment is to build generational wealth. Now, I had to make some decisions, and I had to take some responsibilities about my financial actions. I had to put myself in order when it was time for me to build wealth, because honestly, my credit score was shot when I was 15 years old. I was ordering stuff offline. You know, they had those CDs. They used to have those CDs that they used to play. And literally, I'm telling you, my credit was like at a 400 when I got married to my husband when I was only 21 years old. And so my passion started when hey sis, God bless you, Apostle Dupree. My passion started when it was time for us to be adults and shift and handle and take responsibilities, but we was not financially stable. I want y'all to hear what I'm telling you all. I didn't come from a multi-million-dollar family. I didn't come. Now, my mom, let me tell you something about that. My mom has always had 800 credit scores. My mom has always been able to get whatever it is she wants. She taught me the power of building credit at an early age, even though it was my choice not to listen. She taught me those principles, and that's literally how I started in business. And so let me tell you guys tonight, the reason why it's so important that you have to get your financial house in order is because there is a huge wealth transfer being built up for you. And there are things right now that you can literally tap in. There are investments right now. There are different sources of income right now, but you have have to build a wealth builder's mindset. You know, we released an ebook this week, an e-guide to breaking the spirit of poverty, how to build a wealth builder's mindset. And that's this key one. Key one is you got to have a purpose on why you are building, shout out to Jabril, why you are building generational wealth. And this is what we get all the time. Brianna, how can I build business credit? I need $100,000 in funding. I need $300,000 in funding when your personal credit is not even up to par. I hear people say, Brianna, how can I get an 800 credit score, 850 credit score when you haven't even made the plan to get a 700 credit score or a 650 credit score? Brianna, how can I invest in NFTs? How can I invest in stocks? And how can I invest in Anderson Wealth and all the things that you guys doing, and you're not in a financial position to invest? Now, I don't know if you guys saw it over the weekend, but the governor of Florida literally released that now it's a requirement for financial literacy to be taught and passed before children can graduate high school. I love that idea. That has been our prayer. But let me tell you guys this, the reason why it's still our responsibility is because now they're going to have teachers who also have poor credit. They're going to have teachers who's also living paycheck to paycheck. They're going to have teachers who are already still struggling financially, don't even want to be on their job, teaching our children another subject that they yet don't even have the skill set in. So this is why you have to show up. Period. And so tonight we're going to talk a little bit about everything, but I want you guys to write this down. What is your purpose for building wealth? What is your purpose for having an impact in your generation, in your immediate family? What's the purpose? And so when I found my purpose, I found my why. I found my why, and my why is so big. And every single day when my passion renews for families, and when my passion renews for seeing credit scores increasing. Why do people say, I see so many people ask me why I don't agree with Dave Ramsey. I love Dave Ramsey, but Dave Ramsey doesn't have the right, Dave Ramsey, his curriculum is not for people who are coming from the ground with zero. Right? His Dave Ramsey doesn't, and I'm sorry, y'all, my husband over here cooking some food. Dave Ramsey doesn't have the curriculum to help a single mother who absolutely have no money in the bank whatsoever. Dave Ramsey can't help her. And so that's why we are building 21st century wealth, and that's why we are coming to the forefront. There is something new that's being placed on the earth, and I'm telling you what it is. It's African Americans and minorities coming to a place financially that we have never been collectively as a people. And so this is why you got to get your financial house in order. Number one, write this down. What's about to happen is everything is about to come into credit worthiness. Okay, everything is about to come into credit worthiness. Right now, we're seeing it where you can't get a house if your credit is low. We're seeing it where you can't really get a car. All those things have been normal. All those things has been happening for years, but things are now shifting again. It used to be you couldn't even you could get an apartment with bad credit as long as you didn't have any outstanding debt to other lenders and landlords. Now they're releasing now where you're gonna have, even to get an apartment, you got to have like at least a 675, 700 credit score, FICO. So everything is coming into credit worthiness. Then it's been said that to shift into the college era, that in order for you to start getting, and it hasn't been passed, but this is what's in the works. And if you want to find out what laws are in the works that people are trying to get passed, it's always public record. Another public record is, if you want to find out, listen to me, if you want to graduate college in your degree, there's gonna have to now be some sort of credit worthiness. Like they're making everything credit worthiness. And so tonight, if you are listening to me, write this down. The first step you need to do is aim for a 725 FICO score or higher. A 725. I need y'all to, I'm going to give y'all some gems tonight. I need you to tag and share this with 3 people if y'all don't mind. A 725 FICO score needs to be your goal. All right. Your goal needs to be 0 derogatories. Your goal needs to be 0 to 10 hard inquiries. And if you're going to have hard inquiries, they don't need to be in a 1 year time span. It needs to be over a time. Like if you got 10 max, they're like over a 10-year, 5-year period. They're not all in 1 year. So goal number 1, 725 FICO needs to be your goal. Now, here's step number 1, how you're going to achieve that. Write this down. Credit is 3 things. It can always be repaired, it can always be restored, and it can always increase. All right. Credit can always be repaired, it can always be restored, and your credit scores can always increase. All right. Number 3, if you pull your credit from a mobile app, if you pull your credit from a mobile app, 9 times out of 10, that's not your current credit score. All right. You want to pull a 3 bureau credit report. And I say the same thing over, but it's really important. You want to pull a 3 bureau credit report. Listen to me, guys. Tag about 3 business owners because I'm about to shift into the business world. But personal is going to be key as well. We don't want to miss out. I see a lot of people promoting business credit. I have business credit products and I love it. But if you are my client, you know, I tell you that still, if you want to get real big business capital, you got to have a good personal credit profile. Because every real big bank want to know who is leading the business. If a person is leading the business and their credit scores are jacked up, the real big banks are not going to invest in you because they're going to feel like you're going to squander whatever they give your business. So you as a business owner, if you want to build big business, listen, if you want to get yourself in position, a 725 FICO score needs to be your goal. All right. The goal needs to be 0 derogatory items. I mean, in 0 collections. I mean, in 0 charge-offs. I mean, in 0 repos. I mean, in 0 anything that's negative. 0 late payments. 0 missed payments. Right? 35% of your score is payment history, y'all. 1 missed payment can take your score drastically down, and it's very hard to clear out a payment history miss or late. It is very hard to do so. Now, here at Ambassadors Credit, we do that for you. We have systems where we have turned late and missed payments into paid. But I'm just telling you, it can take time. All right. Now, number 4, when you are aiming towards building your credit scores and you pull a 3 bureau credit report, credit restoration ain't easy, y'all. Okay. And legally, FTC CFPB says this, that if we can prove 100% your credit report, everything reporting on your credit report should be 100% accurate, 100% timely, and 100% verifiable. If we can prove that any 3 of those are not being held up in the law standard, then guess what we can do? We can get those items removed. This is the key, y'all. The key is in the law. The key is not falsifying information saying this account is not yours. The key is in the law. All right. So if you want to step to a place where now you're a business owner, you're an entrepreneur, you're ready to do big business, you want to first also, while you're building your business credit and building your business capital, also ensure your personal is also being taken care of. Because where we are going, all right? Many people ask, how can we invest with you guys? How can we partner with you guys? But then people are not in position financially. When we present them with ways to get capital, they're not in a right position. So let's position ourselves. That's why it takes a mindset of building wealth. You cannot have the mindset to fix your credit. You cannot have the mindset to build your business credit and get your business in position and build a profitable 6, 7, 8-figure business with a scarcity mindset. The key to building your financial portfolio and getting your financial house in order, write this down, is having a growth mindset, is having a wealth builder's mentality. Because when you have a wealth builder's mentality, there is always a goal. Oh my God, listen, there is always a goal. So when it's time to build, you don't have to build up your motivation. You don't have to build up your momentum because you got a goal in place. Let's stop right now and take a moment and write down what's our goal. We're about to enter into April. If you're watching me right now, you should have already written down a goal financially for April. Whether that goal is that you want to make $10,000 a month, $25,000 a month, whatever that goal may be, listen to me. You need to get to a place where you are having a why behind the goal. All right. So let's get back into this credit thing. Credit is shifting right now. The credit bureaus are under fire. The CFPB finally put the fire on them. We are seeing massive deletions, y'all. Over this past weekend, I had a meeting with my team. Mass deletions have taken place. I even posted it on my Facebook. If you ever wanted to get to a place where you are fixing and repairing your credit, now is the time. All right. Some people ask us about trade lines. We have trade lines with limits up to $60, sometimes $75,000 with age history as far as up to 20 years old. We have plenty different trade lines providers. And so anytime one is not available, we always have another one. But age is another thing. Lenders are not just going by credit scores anymore. We had a lady who got denied for a mortgage loan recently, and she had a 7-something FICO score. And when she asked them why, their answer was, your credit report did not pass our verification process. So this means there are a lot of things that are changing behind the scenes that is not just going to be based off the credit scores. All right. So when you are talking big business, we have to get our financial house in order. Second thing, children. We are setting our children up right now. We are not waiting. Listen to me. If you have a child, teen, grandchildren, nieces and nephews, it's time for you to set your children up right now. Start your child an LLC. Start your child credit. Start your children business credit. If they're age 13 and older, you can actually start building their personal credit and building their business credit right now. Y'all listen to me. Let's put ourselves in a position. If you want to invest in the healthcare industry, if you want to invest in the trucking industry, if you want to invest in the real estate industry, if you want to invest in the car rental industry, if you want to invest in any type of industry, you want to have access to multiple streams of capital. Wow. So let me give you guys an example. Let's just say, let me get my pen. I really want to be in my office in front of my whiteboard, but I gotta get me a new phone holder. Just write this down. Note takers are money makers. Let's just say there was a deal that came up. The deal was $100,000. The deal was $100,000. Good evening, Letitia. If you can have access in cash, because now cash is king. That whole cliche thing is leaving. All right. Cash ain't nothing right now. Cash is actually losing value. Cash flow is king. All right. You want to make sure that you are constantly cash flowing revenue. And this is for my entrepreneurs and business owners who are on here as well, because we can get so caught up in saying we got a business. Oh, I started a business. Oh, I have this business. We start all these different businesses and we are not cash flowing in one business. Cash flow is the business that you want to make sure that you're in right now. But let's do this example. Let's just say you had a deal that was $100,000 and personally you only had access to $20,000. But when you set your business up properly by building business credit, you have access to multiple lines of credit. Now, this is why I love business credit, because there is no limit to how much capital you can get when you position yourself properly. And this is what people don't want to do. They don't want to spend money investing to get themselves situated properly. They don't want to spend the time. that it takes. They don't want to learn the knowledge and the skill set. But if you set yourself in your business properly, listen to what I'm saying. This is a key that I'm telling you. There is no limit to the amount of capital that you can get in your business. Let's give another example. When I want to do something and I go to the bank and I try to do it in my own name, the bank may say, no, Brianna Anderson, we see you got this already. We see you got this already. We don't think it's a good time for us to give you this, for you to invest in this right now because of what you currently have going on. That's when I'm going in my personal self. But then when I start going in my business self, right? And I've set myself and my businesses properly, businesses, because real entrepreneurs, we have multiple businesses to get us keys to multiple capital. Let's just say now I go in one business name and I get 100,000. Now I got another business, another bank in the same business name that I did the 100,000 in. I got another bank about to give me 250,000. Then I got another bank over here that's about to give me 50,000. Why? All in this one LLC. Why? Because they don't even know I got all this other capital for other places. Because when you are doing getting money in your business name, it doesn't report to your personal credit. And when you're getting it from banks, it don't even report to your business credit profile. The only time it reports is when you default. But here's the deal. We ain't out here trying to get money just to get money. I don't even use my credit cards out just to spend money at the mall. None of that stuff. I don't do none of it. If I can't pay for it cash, it ain't for me. I only use specific. My credit is to build wealth. My credit is only solely for investments, cash flowing assets, and income producing activities that's going to bring me generational wealth. I'm investing in something that's going to eventually pay for itself. All right. So the key is you want to create a business. You want to create a business that's set up properly. Some of our businesses are not set up properly. How Brianna, do I know your business? Brianna, how you know my business not set up properly? Well, let's just do example number one. You got your telephone number, your cell phone number as your business telephone number. Your Dun & Bradstreet profile got your home address as your business address. You don't even have a Dun & Bradstreet profile. You don't even have a Secretary of State. You just got an EIN number. Brianna, how you know my business is not set up properly? Because you got certain high risk keywords in your business name that when you try to go open up a bank account or when you try to get funding, they're going to tell you that the name of one of the word or the keywords in your business is on the high risk list, and they're going to deny you for even open up a checking account. So when we are doing and planning on doing big businesses, y'all listen, when we get ready to do big business with big time money, listen, with big time money, we got to have our stuff set up properly. Number 3, I may be on number 4. If you have if you have an opportunity and you can't invest because your personal credit is jacked up, and you are seeing yourself continually go around in a circle, in a circle, in a circle, because you don't want to make the investment to properly position your personal credit. Because a lot of times, y'all, our personal credit is to build our family. Our business credit is to help build and continually build the businesses, which also helps the family. But a lot of us are trying to get ahead and we're trying to go through the back door because we don't properly want to position our sales. So right now the CFPB is on the credit bureaus. It is the perfect time right now to get your credit scores together, and you're not just doing your credit so you can get a house or a car or to walk around and say you got a 700 credit score. You are doing this so that you can start tapping into things that's going to cash flow you more money to your household. See, statistics show that by year 2025, 2030, one source of income will be calculated as zero. As zero, y'all. Let's have a conversation. One source of income is close to no source of income. And this is why we have to get to a place where we are constantly putting ourselves, I don't know what happened. Putting ourselves in position that we can literally prosper. All right. So drop your questions. Does anybody have any questions? Does anybody have any questions? Let's talk. What is it that you need to know? What answers do you need? What mentality do you need? How are we going to break a poverty mindset? What do we need to do to put our financial self in order? What type of training do we need? Do we need to know where to go to pull a 3-bureau credit report? What do we need to know? Do we need to know how do we get 100,000 in capital, 200,000 in capital? Do we need to know what banks to go to? Because I don't know if you guys know this, but my website, BriannaAnderson.com, it has more things on. I have more things on my website than Harvard has right now. I have more things on my website that can help increase and change your financial portfolio than anything. You want to build your business credit? I got a business credit manual. I got a business credit webinar where I did a whole 2-hour training on how to build your business credit yourself. I have a lenders list with over 50 different banks and lenders with their data points to show you exactly how to get approved, what credit bureau they pull from, what credit score is needed, what data points your credit report needs to have. I have a car rental masterclass. If you want to tap into the car rental industry, if you want to start your own credit business, I have a training on that. If you want to join Anderson's Wealth Academy, where we teach you how to build a wealth builder mindset, how to tap into 21st century wealth and 21st century entrepreneurship and business, what is it that you are lacking? Because right now we have no excuses. Question: what do you suggest to use for a business address when you don't have a building yet? That is an amazing question, Letitia. So if I were you, I would get a virtual address. I would get a virtual address, all right? A virtual address. You can go to virtualaddress.com. You can get a P.O. box. It's good to have a P.O. box as well. Sometimes people don't recommend P.O. boxes, but guess what? Dun and Bradstreet, it's fine. You want to do a virtual address, just something that's different from your home address. Another question: what is the age for kids to set up an LLC? There is no, okay, so when you are setting up your children's LLC, technically there is no age requirement. But how you want to set that LLC up is you want to put you as the primary if your personal credit is good, and you want to use this LLC to get you funding as well, or you're going to need funding for the business. You want to put you as the primary and put that child as the secondary. All right, as the secondary. You're very welcome, Letitia. You are very welcome. Who else has some questions tonight? Let's have that conversation. What is something that you guys are seeing that needs to be taught? You can't see me anymore? Let me see. What is something that you... Oh, my husband's so funny. What is something that you need to be taught on, guys? What is something that you need to be taught on? What is something that we need to discuss? What is something that you guys are seeing that we literally need to get a hold of right now that we need to be teaching? Because now is the time to do it, y'all. We got to put ourselves in a financial position. We cannot no longer make excuses and say we don't know. We can no longer make excuses and say, you know what, we were not taught. Our family didn't teach us. Our parents didn't teach us. We cannot... Y'all say I'm frozen? I don't think I'm froze, y'all. What is all this? What is this showing in my background? There's a lot of stuff going on tonight. Let's see. So I am frozen, y'all. Y'all can't see me? You hear me but can't see me. Okay. I can see me good. Let's see. I don't know. What about now? Y'all tell me. It's saying I'm frozen. Y'all tell me if you can see me now. And I'm like looking at myself talk. So I don't know maybe this is an issue that the platform I'm using is having. But anyway, let's keep going. I can see y'all comments. So if y'all can hear me good, okay, when this background went up, it stopped there. We can hear you. Okay, I don't know why. Let's see. What about now? Can y'all see me now? This is so weird. So if y'all can't see me, I'm not sure why. Oh, my husband said, there you go. All right, guys. I don't know what happened. Like literally never happened before in my life. But anyway, yes, let's see. Trying to see. Okay, there we go. Thank you guys so much. All right. So we want to make sure, guys, that we are building that wealth builders mentality, that wealth builders mindset, because all this stuff matters. Okay. So we're about to enter into a new week. What I want you guys to do right now is take a moment to write down on your notepad, what is it this week? What's one thing? What's one thing that I need to do this week that will further help me get to my financial place that I really want to get to? No matter what it is, it can be big or small. It can be super small. It really doesn't matter. What is it? What is it that we need to do? What is it that I need to do? What is it I need to learn? What question is it I need to ask? What do I need to make time to do to get? I got to get myself in a financial position. This week, I got to make it my business to do such and such. I want you guys to write that down, because when you're writing stuff down, it really gives you accountability, and it really helps you stay focused on the task at hand. All right. So it's super duper important. And before I bring this call to a close, was there any more questions? And if you guys are just coming in, make sure you go and check out the replay. All right. Make sure you go check out the replay so that you can tap into what we talked about tonight. Yes. Okay. I see. Okay. I see that. So, what I suggest you do, someone asked in the comments, what do you suggest you do if you're at a 500 credit score? The key is, if you're already currently at a 500 credit score, you want to look and pull that 3-bureau credit report, because you want to know exactly what's hurting the score. Now, understand this: negative items such as collections, they don't always bring your score down. They're not always a huge impact. You can increase your credit scores more by building the score sometimes faster than you repair it. That's why when we have clients who sign up with us, we tell them credit building products and trade lines we recommend sometimes, if the report is in a good condition, to add on while we're repairing it, so that they can benefit from an increase while we're repairing the credit. Because you can potentially remove all the negative items. You can potentially move all negative debt off your credit. But if you don't have things set up where it's building your scores, then guess what? Your score is going to become a 0. I've seen scores drop to a 0, all because we got all of the negative stuff off, but they didn't take the time to build the credit and put building it's 3 types of things you always want in your credit. 1, revolving accounts, and 2, installment accounts, and 3, what's considered other type of accounts, other loans like auto loans, student loans. Those are considered other, but you always want revolving, installments, and others, because this is what fluctuates your score. If you notice your scores are at a standstill or they're dropping, that is because nothing is making the scores move. Credit scores are an algorithm. They move based on like a feeding machine. You get what you put in. You get out what you put in. So if you're not putting nothing into that score algorithm on a monthly basis, you're going to see your scores either drop or stay the same. Okay. Someone say, I just purchased a car in October. There are a lot of hard increase because they were shopping interest rates and they are not coming off. My scores are good still, but the increase is still there. Okay. Hi, Miss Michelle, one of my great friends. I'm so excited to work with you this week. Let me tell you what you can do. You can actually, if you don't have the 24-hour hard increase removal, it is in the Generational Wealth Over Poverty Facebook group tab under files. Now, with this strategy, when you're calling to get those increase removed, you're going to come across people who tell you that it cannot be done, that they can't remove it off the phone, but I'm telling y'all, by law, they can do it. Sometimes you have to hang up and call back again, because by law, only inquiries that are mandated to be reported on your credit reports is for inquiries where you have an open account on. So let's say if you get to the dealership, which they do it all the time, they really want you to get that car. So they're going to run your credit to all these different places, but you may only drive off the car lot with that one lender. Well, all these other places are still on your credit report. By law, you don't have an open account with all these lenders. You only have an open account with that one lender. So what you want to do is call, and you want to get those off over the phone. You can't do it by law. Use that strategy, Miss Sellers. Yes, scores move based on activity. I have learned this. Awesome. Awesome. All right, guys, any questions? Are there any business owners on here tonight? Who's a business owner on here and you have not built your business credit yet? You haven't built even your business credit profile. Okay, Michelle, there's still, I've got no's too, Miss Michelle. I'm telling you, we get no's all the time. You should see the no's I get, but then when I tell people to keep trying, they reach that one person who push it all through, and we are living witnesses. We get stuff inquiries pulled off of people credit scores every single day. And so sometimes I'm telling you, it may take. One day we was on a credit bureau line maybe about 3 or 4 hours because we kept calling. You have to speak to the fraud department. Then you have to speak to someone who really know the rules, because a lot of people who the credit bureaus have working for them are overseas people who don't really know the industry, and they really are just call takers. And so they really don't know all that you can do with the hard increase. So they study telling you no, but you have to just keep on calling. Someone say opening a bank drops your credit. No, opening a bank account does not drop your credit, but there is something called a bank score. And I've heard a lot of people say to me before, I went to apply for a bank account and they denied me. And I was like, they denied you? I've never seen a bank deny you to open up a checking account, not a credit card, but a checking account. And that's because banks have what's called a banking score. And if you've had different bank accounts where you potentially overdraft sometimes, or you had some cards through the bank that you didn't pay off, like they keep record of that. And so the banks have a way that when you try to apply for different accounts with other banks, they want to look at your bankability score. Brishan said, you are correct. It worked for me. Yes, Brishan, absolutely. So Michelle, it can absolutely be done. I'm telling you, it can absolutely be done. Awesome. I see a lot of my business credit clients on here. My company actually builds business credit scores for companies and organizations. We do the entire work for you. I see a lot of you guys on tonight. Yes, we do it for you. We actually build. So how that works is, if you don't have the time to do it, again, we have the book, we have the manual, we have the webinar, we show you what to do, but a lot of people just don't want to do it. They don't have the time. They don't want to do that. So they rather outsource it. Just like we go get our oil change, we outsource it. We go get our car wash, our hair did, we outsource it. So our company actually builds your credit profile for you. If you don't have your business correctly structured, we get the EIN, the Dun & Bradstreet. We create your business credit profile on Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax, and Experian business credit profiles. We get you approved for multi-top tier 1, 2, and 3 lenders to start generating and building a business credit score. Business credit scoring takes about 3 to 6 to 8 months, only because in order to successfully build the business credit score, you have to use the vendor accounts. But first, you have to get approved for the vendor account. So once we get approved, your business gets approved through Dun & Bradstreet. They run your business credit score. Then we have to wait till the business credit profile is successfully created. Once the business credit profile is successfully created, then we start applying for the vendor accounts. Once the vendor accounts are approved, we turn that back over to the client. Well, then it's their job to fluctuate and pick which vendor accounts they want to use. Once they start using those vendor accounts and start making those on-time payments, then their business credit scores are generated. And from there, you begin to use it and you go to different lenders. Now, understand this, most banks don't really always use business credit scores. Real banks don't go by business credit scores. They go by personal scores. Vendor accounts go by business credit scores. So we want to make sure you guys understand that. That's why I'm always pushing personal as well, because when you want to deal with the big dogs, you want to also have good personal credit as well. Someone say, do you have a business checklist of things that are a must? I feel like I have probably everything because I have a building I'm doing my business in legally, but want to make sure I'm not missing anything. I know I need to work on business credit for sure. Yes, go to my website, BriannaAnderson.com, under ebooks or financial resources. It's a building business credit manual, and it actually has a 1, 2, 3 checklist of everything you need to do to ensure your business credit profile is being established. Awesome. Someone say, thank you, babe. Someone say, do you need profiles for all 3 business credit bureaus? I have Dun & Bradstreet as of now, working on personal credit. Yes. Let me tell you why you want all 3. Dun & Bradstreet is is the big dog, it's the top, but there are certain lenders that don't use Dun & Bradstreet. So let's say, for instance, like when you want to get a car in your business name and you go to Ford don't not all Ford dealerships run the same business credit profile. I had a girl who had built her through NAV, right? She built her business credit profile through NAV. And I kept telling her, I was like, all right, I'm just telling you, NAV only work with one business. They only work with one business bureau. I said, I'm just letting you know. So she was like, okay, I got a B plus, blah, blah, blah. I'm ready to go get my car. So she went to the car lot and she applied for the car, her business name. And when they pulled her business credit score, it was a 0. And she was confused. And she was like, Brianna, why they do that? And I said, I'm telling you, because most lenders pull from different people. Not everybody use Dun & Bradstreet. Just because Dun & Bradstreet is the top dog and they're very credible, they are very expensive. So most lenders don't really use them because they have to pay to pull the business credit profiles or pay to pull the personal reports for you. So they may not, everybody don't use Dun & Bradstreet. Yes, Michelle says she outsourced me. Yes, you did. So when applying for a loan for a business, they go through a personal credit. It depends on who you're going through. Most banks do go through personal credit. Most banks do not use business credit. Most banks go through personal credit. Why? Because they want to see who's leading the business. They want to see who leading the business. You guys know I promote American Express cards a lot because they have great cards for benefits, especially for entrepreneurs and business owners. But to get a no preset limit card, a business platinum, a business gold, you got to have a 715 or higher Experian personal score with 0 derogatories. So real big banks want to go through personal because they want to see who they're doing business with. All right, guys, so I got to go. I hope I was able to answer your questions tonight. Thank you guys so much for coming on. And let's get ready to do big business. All right. Let's get ready to do big business. One more question. Hi, Brianna. First off, thank you so much for knowledge all the time. My question is that I have a 501c3. We operate our grants and donations. I've been told we need to look into becoming a for-profit business in order to start building business credit for expansion and to transition into the things we like to do. What do you suggest? No, that's not true. I have helped people who have 501c organizations build business credit scores and get approved for high limit credit cards in their business name as a 501c3 organization. So no, I don't agree with that. Yes, you can start. You don't have to turn and be a for-profit business, because as a 501c organization, when you get ready to do these applications and they ask how much money does your business revenue, in the application it says, are you an LLC, or S Corp, C Corp, or 501c3? So when you hit 501c3, the banks is going to already know that you're not a for-profit business. So when they ask you how much is your business generating, how much money do you make on a monthly basis and all that, that won't really be counted towards you because you've already selected that you're a 501c3 organization. So you definitely, there's a lot of organizations we've helped establish business credit, especially churches and ministries. So no, so you could definitely don't have to become a for-profit. No. All right, guys, I gotta go. I love y'all so much. Listen, I got a busy week this week. I'm gonna try to come off to wake up and build